Hey Patrick, how you doing? I'm just going to open these really quick because I had them open and I misplaced them. So, okay, so here's what we have. Let's pull that out. Let's pull that out. Okay, so it looks like you had changed up your concept a little bit, and I understand why. Last week's sketches were kind of pointing more in the direction of a social awareness poster than this kind of impossible travel campaign. So I think you made a good choice changing up your direction. But I have to be honest with you here, Patrick. I'm not sure this is the most compelling approach here. And let me tell you the reasoning why. Right now you've got conflicting focal points. So we've got this big bright light here and this really super unusual configuration with the bright lights and the colors over here. So these are both very much demanding visual attention in terms of hierarchy. So when you have two really demanding images like this, you're kind of compromising our hierarchy a little bit, because my concern at this point is that the type just doesn't stand a chance. But with the visual demeanor of both these images, the eye is going to go back and forth. And we're going to start here because it's the biggest and the brightest. Then we're going to go back here, and then probably back up here. And by the time we're done looking at these images, we're probably fatigued enough that we're not going to go up and read the text. And that's a legit concern. And that's why we want to kind of eliminate the way the eye jumps around a composition in advertising, because it creates eye fatigue. You want the text to be read. So I would say that the best approach here would be more of a traditional approach, where you have a background image and the text working with the background image. Let me give you my recommendation. I recommend you find an image of a futuristic city. I mean, it's easy enough to find, right? There's been 100 movies made, 1,000 movies made about future, and you could find stills of some sort of futuristic scenery and composite as such. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, so remember, it's at least two images. But my point here is that we want to go more information hierarchy as well. So I would recommend this. Now, if you feel like this direction has potential, by all means stick with it. But my recommendation is to set up a background image, composite, an interesting futuristic scene, then add a headline, then a subhead, or your slogan. Or, you know what I'm saying? You want the headline information, the slogan, the location, and then a small paragraph of informational text. You could even make up a logo for the travel agency and give their address along the bottom. Really make this look like a poster or an ad. But yeah, you want to preserve that hierarchy in terms of not only visual hierarchy, but informational hierarchy as well. So think of a newspaper. Headline's the biggest, subhead's next, and then body copy is smallest. And then I would like to see this all work in synergy with the background image, so that the background image isn't taking up too much attention away from the text, and the text isn't taking too much attention away from the background image. So we have kind of this reciprocal relationship. So those are my recommendations. I really think that we could take this into a much more interesting visual um, approach. So, okay, so if you have any questions at all, Patrick, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Thank you very much.